every day and night.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Constitutionalist Podcast. I am your host, Joseph M. Leonard. That's Leonard. It looks French. It's not. It's Leonard without an O. Thank you for tuning in. As Graham Norton used to say on his show, let's get on with the show. This is a cheat segment. I am recording this as a lead-in to a standard Saturday show that is going to now air through the audio platforms, 25 plus, of Constitutionalist Podcasts. What was formerly a CTP video exclusive that I feel needs to go out as a regular show. So bear that in mind when recorded. It was a video exclusive. The dates, it could be from a month ago. It could be from a couple months ago. So bear that in mind when you hear things regarding time frames. It may be from a while ago. Particular references may be a little dated. And this segment of cheat, right? I'm recording it. I'll be using it with several video exclusives turned Saturday episodes. Without further ado, let's get on with the show! Another add-on segment before we get into beauty in the eye of the beholder. Oh, let me make a note here also to include at the end ear of the beholder. Music genre preferences. It also, beauty in what you find beautiful music or good music, great music. Thrash metal would in no way, shape, or form, I would say, be called beautiful music, but hey, I like it a lot. I have several songs recorded with that genre. Anyway, today is indeed prior video exclusive, but unlike the other shows with prior video exclusives, this is going to combine three previous video exclusive shows. Beauty in the Eye of the Beholder 1 from 2025, August 23rd. Beauty 2, Season 3, November video exclusive number 12, 2025, 11/26, November 26th. And Beauty 3, which has the video. I think it has the video. If it doesn't already, it will today. I think it was only the video. Beauty 3 was 2026, March 11th video exclusive. So now all those will be put together to combine to create an overall bigger picture on the audio platforms, as well as lumped together as one big video. Anyway, I can't take too much time because I've got three prior video exclusives. Oh, also related, there will be talk of standards, so I made myself a note. The Lax Standard Show, Season 3, 2026, 06/23. That's June 23rd, right? Six months, yeah, June. At any rate, so indeed, here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 114. Of course, I have multiple hundred episodes. The numbering of that Season 3, 114 is now the normal Saturday monologues since the beginning of the show in 2023. The guest specials during the week, indeed, I run as specials, so they don't run up that number. I don't play those games to try to make it look like, oh, I've been around forever and I've got a bazillion. I don't play those games at any rate. Thank you and shout out to Rusty's dad and Panther 1890 on Truth Social. I have been talking about the topic of this show. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder for decades. I've never officially put it into print anywhere. So I'm doing a show officially on it so that then too, yes, I'll probably run this through a transcriber or the Galaxy AI video summarizer so that I can port it over to beforeitsnews.com and my Substack page, and probably even SavageUnfiltered.com in the blogs there, Blogspot. I'll probably blast this everywhere. Because indeed, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What brought this out? Well, let me go back to the screen, to Truth Social. Panther 1890 said, good grief, that the best the left can garner, ? My Pitbull, aka Rusty's dad, quoted that with, I will take Sydney Sweeney any day with or without makeup. Okay, Sydney Sweeney aside, and again, no, if you look at my shirt for the Book of Kennedy, for those looking behind the scenes, you can also check video exclusive BitChute, Brighteon, Daily Motion in France, Rumble, and YouTube. I have a short 3-minute video about, no, this is not Sydney Sweeney, but thank you for asking, gives me a chance to talk about my book, because the shirt, the AI-generated image of Kennedy resembles Sydney Sweeney a bit. And I lost my train of thought now. But anyway, indeed, this feeds into that whole thing on Truth Social, why I'm doing this now. Beauty indeed in the eye of the beholder. We all see beauty kind of differently. So it's time I officially put my theory of why that is indeed computes as a theory, right? One guy could look at a girl, or a girl can look at a guy and think, right? For men, there's different categories too. Some of the same categories will apply. Like, before I go into female beauty, back in the day, remember It's a Wonderful Life, there a lot of people, a lot of women found Jimmy Stewart. I called him I would put as a male category a dorky beauty, right? A kind of a dorky, sunny looking guy that a lot of females found attractive. But today, mainly talking male towards what is beautiful in a female. And indeed, I printed the response I made to Rusty's dad and Panther 1890 over on Truth Social. I'll try to remember to put the screenshot of this image in later, or I always forget my categories, which is why I needed to write them down. Indeed, right? I say I've established now for sure, blah, 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 blah. There are categories like drop dead gorgeous. That's a category that most men find a particular woman drop dead gorgeous. I'm not going to name any names. You decide what names you think may fit in that category, right? Terminally cute. And I'll explain shortly. Intriguing beauty. I put like a Stevie Nicks, a Pat Benatar, and others in that category, and I'll explain that further. And even a plain Jane kind of pretty category, right? And I'm sure I've already forgotten several of my categories that I've come up with over the years because I've never officially put it down in writing or in a recording for playback. But I like to say for two of the categories, let's think about that. It's the tale of two Emmas. All right? You have Emma Watson, who, when her hair is short especially, has a perpetual younger look, even into her aging years now. I mean, she's only, what, in her 20s, low 30s at the most. I don't know. I don't follow her career closely. I was never a big Potter movies fan or books fan. So, anyway, Emma Watson, terminally cute. I put her in that category. A lot of people, a lot of men, indeed think she's beautiful, right? Terminally cute. She's got a perpetual youthful, cute appearance, in my opinion. And indeed, that's what I responded on True Social about Sydney Sweeney. I think she's cute, not gorgeous. But with you on what you said, I also, PG-13 now category, right? I also went on to say, let's be honest, her body helps her overall rating since, all through time we've been putting numbers on the sex appeal of women, right? A whole other show to discuss the sexualization and objectification of women. Whole other story. That being a given, still a thing on this planet, why I'm doing this here. So her body helps her overall rating, so to speak, go up from like a 6.5 to an 8. Okay? If you want to call me rude and crude and sexist for saying that, go right ahead, right? I'm just dealing in the real world as it exists, and these things, these kind of rankings and the objectification of women is a thing. I'm just dealing with that reality here. So I consider Sydney cute, not gorgeous. Emma Watson, terminally cute. Emma Stone, very different looking than Emma Watson. An intriguing beauty. I put right, her face is very different from what would be in a drop dead gorgeous category, but pretty nonetheless. So, all right, am I digging myself a hole here? Is this a topic I shouldn't have gone into on a Christian show? But again, the show dealing in reality of the world as it is, not as we'd like it. It would be nice if, at any rate, it is what it is. I've said what I've said. I'm not taking any of it back. I'm just giving you my real, as a worldly guy, perspective here as to what goes on out there, right? At any rate. First rule of holes, stop digging, right? So I'm going to stop digging my hole here and indeed go over. Beauty does indeed lie in the eye of the beholder, male or female. It's not as if women don't objectify a bunch of men too, right? Look at a George Clooney, who, I don't like personally as a person because, he's a communist. As opposed to this show being about biblical community, right? But men do it towards women. Women do it objectification of men towards men too. So it's not like I'm not dealing in reality here. I'm dealing in the world as it exists here. So to recap, and to wrap it up, this is going to be a short one. I could go much longer, but as they say, just stop digging the hole, right? There's drop dead gorgeous, terminally cute, intriguing beauty, and even plain Jane kind of pretty. There's something for everyone, right? Come bring to mind, speaking of the maybe if things weren't this way, life could be better. And in some respects, it would be. Think of the movie Shallow Hal, right? With Jack Black, where he always objectified all women. And what was it? Did someone put a spell on him, or God zapped him, or whatever? I mean, that movie's so old now, to where he saw inner beauty rather than exterior beauty. And that matters. Like, let me change it from her body helps her overall rating, so to speak, from a 6.5 to an 8. Inner beauty also can take a 6.5 to an 8, but it can also take a 10 to a 5. The inner ugly, so to speak. Right? Women, you know, some men might look great on the outside, but are ugly on the inside, and that certainly detracts from what you would call their handsomeness, right? Same with women. Some women might be considered drop dead gorgeous 10 on the outside, but then opens her mouth and that inner ugly spews, and she quickly drops to a 5. So indeed, I am going to wrap this up now. Not quite a topic you would expect for this show, but again, this show does not always deal in Christianity or politics. This is a issue of reality, and having come across all this Sydney Sweeney stuff and the hate she gets from some less than attractive folks, let's just say, makes it a topic du jour of the time, right? Sorry, I'm dealing in the news, what's happening in the news, and Sydney Sweeney is getting, in some respects from the right, maybe a little more love than she deserves, and certainly getting a heck of a lot of hate from the worldly communists, because it's been outed that she's a registered Republican and she's on board with MAGA. So the Trump derangement syndrome is certainly factoring in here too. And the American Eagle, I ran into someone at an eatery the other day. I will extend this a little bit, who has TDS. Just never ending, right? American Eagle, Sydney Sweeney, and the Jeans ad, which, yes, you could find a video exclusive show at BitChute, Brighteon, Dailymotion, Rumble, YouTube, also on the whole American Eagle ad campaign dust up this idiocy of, it's eugenics. No, it's actual DNA science, real science, not your leftist demo KKK rats, Margaret Sanger eugenics nonsense that the Nazis bought into and picked up. It is you on the left that created that fake science of eugenics. The ad is talking a play on GENES, which We all either have good DNA or not. Like me, I wouldn't say I've got great genes. My family genealogy has a history on my dad's side of heart issues. It's why I had on May 1st Haver heart valve replacement surgery. I wish my genes, I hope and pray most other people have better genes actually than I, right? And that's coming from someone of German descent. I don't buy into the eugenics nonsense. Not all Germans do. The Nazi idiocy. You on the left are the Nazis that created the eugenics. But yet you're trying to call Sydney Sweeney a Nazi for her good genes, Genes versus Jeans joke, play on words there. And American Eagle, the TDS person at the eatery the other day. Oh, did you hear? American Eagle is dropped by Sydney Sweeney, the person solely responsible for tanking American. They have record sales, but her TDS has to mean she. I'm pointing to my shirt. That's not Sydney Sweeney. I already told you that. But yeah, trying to equate Sydney Sweeney and American Eagle genes with Trump because Sydney voted for Trump. The two don't go hand in hand. They are separate issues, but her and her TDS is trying to revel in the thought that American Eagle dipped 8% one day, while, of course, because she doesn't understand economics and how the stock market works, people bought in. Some of them decided to then sell after it had gone up 15%, then another 10% to take a profit. So then it dipped 8%. It's still, at the time of this recording, up 26.5% over last month. But no, blinders, focus on the 8% drop. We can't look at the overall actual chart.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Every life is a story. Some just end too soon. Ryan's life unfolds through words on paper, dreams of youth, love discovered, and the challenges of growing up. He found purpose in love, joy in family, and meaning in every small moment. But even the strongest hearts can break, and sometimes life takes unexpected turns. Through laughter and loss, Ryan leaves behind something greater than memories, a lasting legacy. A short story, A Lasting Legacy, by Joseph M. Leonard. A moving reflection on life, love, and the stories we leave behind. Available on Amazon in ebook, paperback, and hardcover editions. By Joseph M. Leonard.
People. So anyway, now I've touched on several issues. Felt that I needed to go into the American Eagle, right? Record sales, their stock is still way up. They're doing great. They're loving it. Sydney Sweeney, put them way into the stratosphere on the maps as far as gene sales go. And this indeed does tie to beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I think she's cute. I don't think she's gorgeous. But hey, whatever floats your boat. And the genes has nothing to do with eugenics. And indeed, the sex cells, right? Again, back to I can't say that word. Objectification of women, right? Pat Benatar, I mentioned, right? In the intriguing beauty category. She eventually came out with a song called Stop Using Sex as a Weapon. Well, Pat, I'm sorry. I've got to call you out for your hypocrisy. For years, You let the record company convince you and Neil to play down your relationship, to give the illusion that you were available so they could use your sex to sell albums. And you were fine with that. But years later, all of a sudden, stop using sex as a weapon. Well, you're a hypocrite for what you allowed for years to help sell your music, your albums. So now I've really tied a whole bunch of stuff into this. They do all relate. I am going to tune out now. Thank you all for those of you who managed to make it through this whole show of rambling of related topics. Take care. God bless. Be good to each other. Can we please be better to each other? And that's part of the battle. Oh, this leftist hate. Hate, hate, hate. Trump derangement syndrome. Hate, you know, fat people that hate thin people. Poor people that hate rich people. Blacks that hate whites. Whites that hate blacks. This, that. There is none more hateful, spiteful, envious, jealous, covetous than a person on the left of the political spectrum. And this has got to stop. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. Hello, everyone. This will be odd again, and I think kind of short. It's kind of a quasi follow-up to Beauty in the Eye of the Beholder episode, especially the video version. That's an episode, obviously, you're talking physical appearance, best viewed on video rather than heard on the 25 plus audio only platforms. I'm calling this one The Science and Psychology of Beauty. And I don't want to get in depth in this. I did Beauty in the Eye of the Beholder and the different classifications, science and psychology of beauty, the categories or classifications, as I call them, and indeed the human special. This goes for women too. This is not right. Those who find George Clooney handsome, the dorky kind of handsome classification or category of what I would say was a Jimmy Stewart. He was rather clunky and quirky and dorky, and at least in my opinion, but hey, he was considered a sex symbol of his time. But I'm talking mainly male attractiveness towards female classifications of beauty here, because it's something I more easily relate to, obviously, right? As a actual straight man, an actual male, and spare me the toxic masculinity thing. No, I did another show on voiceover, and liberal women complain about why are all the men worth dating Republican, because they're actual men, they're conservative, they're more traditional, they're real men. All the ones you turned into weak, effeminate soy boys. Again, whole other topic. But weird, odd, the whole Patrick Duffy thing about, kind of, you don't have to get into a tuxedo or a suit to fly on. Women, you don't have to wear a ball gown on it. But this
idiocy of daytime pajamas and way too comfortable in this idiot attire that should be for inside your home. Right? There's nothing wrong with blue jeans and whatnot. Yeah, over time, we have gotten more relaxed in our attire, but to the point of pajamas and sweats everywhere, ridiculous. And the discussion, don't take off your shoes and prop your feet up while on the plane. Well, even further, excuse me, frog in my throat. Pardon. I apologize. Anyway, at any rate, yeah, don't take off your damn socks, especially. But that led to.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Joseph M. Leonard, host of Constitutionals, taking a brief moment to thank myarchic.com. Together, we share the Christian and family value of honoring family. myarchic.com helps you do that. Preserving family memories online also, therefore, can be shared online. Think of myarchic like a Noah's Ark for images, audio, video, preserving, honoring your family. Thank you again to the folks over at myarchic.com.
Feet and some beauty, foot fetishes. I personally don't get it. And again, I don't want to have a long discussion of what may or may not make a man or a woman into one particular attractiveness towards one particular body part or another, or a fetish, a honing in on a particular admiration. I don't know what I'm saying here. An affection towards foot fetishes, especially, right? They're bony, they're generally ugly, whatever, though. I'm not trying to knock anyone into such a thing. And hey, you women making money on OnlyFans showing off your feet to a lot of weird old men with money willing to pay you to show them your feet. Whatever, knock yourself out. But that goes back to right categories of physicality and preferences, the science and psychology of beauty. Now, I'm not going to repeat it all, but I just wanted to use this to set that up, because now all of a sudden, beauty in the eye of the beholder is quickly now shooting up to Constitutionalist Podcast's #1 overall most viewed, for sure. Again, it's something you want to view, but most overall viewed and listened to combined, most top #1 in favorite, I guess, episode out of the CTP catalog. Although just today, as I'm recording this Wednesday, November 26th, the day before Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. David Bedford talking about the Beatles. I released the behind-the-scenes sneak peek video days ago, and woo, it's shooting up the list. It's in the top 10 already. It may very soon, now that it's released across the 25 plus audio platforms, become quickly the #1 CTP episode of all time. I'm only in my 3rd season, but I find it kind of interesting. The things that move up up the list, shows that I think are very, very important, get supplanted by things that are a little more, let's say, entertainment value oriented. Any rate, I will put at the bottom of the screen, I created a shortcut to the Beauty Eye of the Beholder behind the scenes sneak peek video version of Beauty Eye of the Beholder, tinyurl.com/science and psychology of beauty. If you've not checked out that episode, tune in to see what you were missing. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. And indeed, if you're flying somewhere, if you're even renting a car and wear some realistic clothing, please. Don't take off your shoes and your socks even in your car if you're alone in the car. Can we have some self-respect and decency and keep some norms? Again, I don't expect people wearing suits and ties on planes or ball gowns, but come on, leave the sweats. Full disclosure, sweats, my sleep attire, I'm still in it, right? Oh, and beauty, no, this isn't Sydney Sweeney on my The Book of Kennedy, Project Carpe Diem shirt, and that didn't wind up being the cover. I had the shirts made up before the book cover ultimate design was made. But this version of Kennedy, it's the same woman, but she looks slightly different because of the way the hair is done and makeup and whatnot. But, you know, no, that's not Sydney Sweeney. The AI image creation of Kennedy, the female lead in the Book of Kennedy, Project Carpe Diem, does resemble her somewhat. And yeah, I had the shirts made up to, indeed, people come up, oh, is that Sydney Sweeney on your shirt? No, but hey, let me talk to you about my book, right? It's just intelligent marketing and promotion.
You call yourself a background face, standing in the corners of the place, laughing it off. Guess I'm just plain Jane. But I watch the way your eyes misbehave. Beauty in the eye of the beholder. I keep looking twice every time I get closer. From the shy little smile that you're trying to mute, to the way you light a room in that worn out suit. From I'm nothing special in your bedroom shoes, determinedly cute in the way you move. Oh, beauty in the eye of the beholder. And I can't get over you. Sunday sweats and hair up halfway, coffee on your lip, you say you're a mess today. Then you show up dressed in that midnight blue, elegant as if the world waits on you. Beauty in the eye of the beholder. Every time you turn, every page I read slower. You're an intriguing cover on a quiet shelf, but the words inside you rearrange myself. From nervous and simple in your thrift store shoes to effortless grace when you slip in the room. Oh, beauty in the eye of the beholder. And all I see is you. You say it's just angles, it's just good light, but I've seen you crying in the kitchen at night. Barefaced, broken, still somehow drop dead gorgeous in the here and now. Beauty in the eye of the beholder. Every shade of you getting bolder and bolder. From ordinary days eating takeout food to the dress that makes the whole street turn for you. From I'm hard to love, whispered like it's true, to a masterpiece that only grew. Oh, beauty in the eye of the beholder. And my eyes choose you. Beauty in the eye, a beholder. From plain Jane to terminally cute, to elegant look, to intriguing cover on the book, to drop dead gorgeous spectrum. You called yourself plain as a paper plate, baggy hoodie hair in your face, chewed up nails, secondhand shoes, still laughing so loud they all look at you. You think you blend in, fade in the hall, but every tiny freckle writes on the wall. Beauty lives on a spectrum of your face, from just okay to I can't look away. Every angle, every awkward phase, all of it counts, all of it stays. From underread cover to hearts in a flutter, your every shape from simple to amaze. Beauty lives on a spectrum of your face. Beauty live lost, colostrum of your fate, cherry on your tongue, ribbons in your room. Then one day you walk in silk, neckline whisper, eyes like guilt. They stare too long and you shift your weight. Is this too much or is this just late? Beauty lives on a spectrum of your face, from kinda sweet to I can't look away. Every angle, every stolen gaze, all of it counts, all of it stays. From underread cover to hearts in a flutter, your every shape from quiet to a blaze. Beauty lives on a spectrum of your face. Oh, beauty lives on a spectrum of your face.
Music takes in the ear of the beholder. Some days it feels right, some days I just shrug my shoulders.
Country pop, rock tunes, jazz, rap, R&B moods, serious or silly, thoughtful or loom.
What hits me now might miss me later. One man's treasure, another one stranger.
In the ear
of the beholder.
in the ear.
Of the beholder.
If it moves my feet, then I'm holding on. In the ear
Of the beholder.
in the ear.
Of the beholder. Wrong for you, still right for me. A porch light song or a basement shout.
One clean line,
Oh, wild fallout. I keep my heart on a loose string swing.
what makes you laugh might make me sing.
No rule book here, no perfect chooser.
Tonight's your winner.
Tomorrow's loser.
In the ear
Of the beholder.
in the ear.
Of the beholder.
If it moves my feet, then I'm holding on. In the ear
Of the beholder.
in the ear.
Of the beholder. Wrong for you, still right for me. Pass the record,
Pass the doubt,
turn it up.
or turn it out.
We all hear,
What we can hear,
that's the truth.
I keep near.
Music takes in the ear of the beholder.
Like beauty in the eye.
A beholder.
Sometimes it feels right.
Sometimes you just
Shrug your shoulders.
country pop,
Rockin' tunes,
spin the room.
a little
the soft hearts. Every shade has a groove
In the ear of the beholder.
One song breaks you open, one song keeps you bold.
In the ear of the beholder.
Serious, so silly, that's how the story goes.
Hey, thoughtful on a Tuesday, noon on a Saturday drive. One voice says play it again, another says not my vibe.
The same old heart keeps listening through the laugh
And the wine
What?
shakes my boots to the floor.
might just pass you by. Jazz for the late night thinkers. Rap for the ones who move. R&B for the soft hearts. Every shade has a groove.
Disco, techno, whatever you move.
Thrash metal even might be what makes you move.
In the ear of the beholder.
One song breaks you open, one song keeps you bold.
In the ear of the beholder.
Serious or silly,
That's how the story goes.
so let it be strange,
Let it be sweet,
let it be wild.
let it miss some feet.
What you call noise,
Might be a home,
different ears,
same road,
different hearts.
same sound. In the ear of the beholder.
One song breaks you open, one song keeps you bold.
In the ear of the beholder.
Serious or silly,
That's how the story goes.
music tastes
In the ear of the beholder.
much like beauty.
In the eye of the beholder.
Sometimes feels right, other times makes on shrug their shoulders.
Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help.
Thank you for having tuned into another Constitutionalist podcast show. I really appreciate that you stopped by. Again, please like, share, subscribe. We need you to help spread the Constitutionalist movement. Thank you again. Take care. God bless. Love you all.
Joseph Leonard stand up for what is right, loves God and shares his message every day and night. Believes in freedom and making his voice heard, sharing his message over all the earth. God loves you, Joseph, for all you do. Stand strong and God bless you.